Hi everyone, this is Will, the beer champion, and here we are on another sunny day in Seattle in like mid-October, which is just hilarious because it's mid-October and it's still hot out and everyone wants the rain to come. In a month from now, everyone will be complaining about it, but you know what? For now, people are just like, it's too hot. I've got so many hoodies I'm not using. But since it's October, we're going to be doing a beer and food pairing with a very specific food, which is a Tootsie Roll. Tootsie Pop. Sorry, the Tootsie Pop. There's a little Tootsie Roll inside of there. This one is the raspberry flavored Tootsie Pop. It was interesting. I grew up having very little access to candy when I was a kid, but everyone knew the Tootsie Pop, the Tootsie Roll, Tootsie Pop. I keep coming back and forth. This particular one is a raspberry. If you look inside, you can kind of see the the Tootsie Roll inside. Mm. How many licks? There have been several studies done over the years over how many licks it takes. Well, it's really dependent on the saliva of the person. Mm. So if you can see right there, there is a Native American person shooting a star. There is it's actually an urban legend that if you collected three of them, you could change them in for free Tootsie Pops. And I grew up thinking that myself. Hmm. But it turned out to never actually be true. I tried doing it at my local grocery store, which was Roth's IGA in Independence, Oregon. My sister worked there for a minute. But they would never agree to it. I would be like, yeah, here's some zero things. Give me some free candy, and they were like, no, we don't do that. Someone started the rumor back decades ago, and no, it never took hold. The beer I'm pairing it with today is this Zeke and Destroy. For those of you that don't know, I work for Zeke's Pizza. I'm a bartender and server there. This particular Zeke and Destroy is made by Urban Family. It can only be purchased at one of the several locations of Zeke's. 23 locations, I want to say. With that. This is the double IPA made by Urban Family. Urban Family Brewing started in 2016. By Andy Gundel, the current owner. And it was interesting. The Urban Family is such an interesting brewery because he really started it in Seattle fashion, like a startup. You know, he looked to expand very quickly. It was a non-traditional brewery business model. He started it as a food truck to get the concept right, and then he expanded it, him and his partners and his investors, sort of more of as a startup than as a traditional brewery. Raspberry, fruity notes. Beer, citrusy notes. They go very well together. What's always interesting about double IPAs, which this is that as it warms, it gradually gives more flavors and textures, flavors to its malt body. And as you suck on this particular Tootsie Pop, you'll eventually get more chocolatey flavors. So they go together not just because raspberry and citrus, but also because when you get down to the chocolate, you'll get some warmer, maltier flavors. So it's a pairing that works well over time, which is an interesting thing. You know, the initial flavors work together, but then the ending flavors also work together. Tootsie Roll, the Tootsie Pop came out in 1931. and within just a few years, had, well, the Tootsie Roll had 60 million sales a day. Some of the aforementioned studies that were coming about in like the 1970s and 80s claim that the average amount of licks needed were around 3 to 400. There's never been any consensus on the study, so. But hey, feel free to let me know how many licks it takes you. I don't know who's going around licking Tootsie Pops, so I usually just like set it in and then when I'm ready, just chomp down. Like I don't know what maniacs out there are just licking lollipops and Tootsie Pops. I just set it in there and go about your day, and then when you feel like chomping, go for the chomping. Um, yeah, so if you know any better pairings for a raspberry or any other Tootsie Pop, let me know in the comments. Or for this Urban Family Zeke and Destroy double IPA, same deal. All right, have a good day and cheers.